Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rhonda and I'm also known as the Sparkly One. I've been on YouTube for about 8 years, so if you haven't seen me yet and this is your first time, I want to say hi and welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Now maybe you found me through the search and you found me because of my knitting or my crocheting. And I am excited that you're here today, especially because you are the core group of my YouTube channel. I also do DIYs and some gardening things, and I just put things on there randomly just because that's what I love to do. I can't stick to just one thing. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I have like total ADD and I like to do a lot of things. And so when I feel like something is worthy of my filming for my videos, then I'll put something on there that you might like. So if you're interested in any of my older videos, just kind of look through there and see in my playlists and stuff like that. You'll see a playlist for crochet, one for knitting, one for DIY, one for cooking or whatever. I don't do a lot of cooking, more like baking. But I do have bread on there. So if you're interested in learning how to make sourdough bread, you could see the journey that I was on while I was making it. And I still do make it, just not as often. And my husband loves the bread, so we like doing that too. But honestly, he and I have been on a diet since June 14th. I've lost, I think, 16 pounds. He's lost almost 20. And we're just so happy that something's finally working. So all we did was restrict our calories. We're still eating the same exact thing that we liked before, but just less of it. So my husband and I downsized into a much smaller house, and we're super happy living in the little house. So I just wanted to share that with you because I know a lot of you haven't heard from me in a while, and you might be thinking, what happened to her? And somebody recently just put a little comment on one of my videos, and she said, are you ever going to make any more, YouTube videos? And so that kind of prompted me today to want to share what I've been doing. So if you're a knitter, I have something really special for you today. Now, have you guys seen these? These are the Bernat blanket extra thick yarn. See how big that is? And these are like $24, I think, without a coupon or on sale. So if you're interested in making anything with these, I just wanted to share with you what I'm making, because honestly it takes so much yarn, you wouldn't even believe it. So for a little tiny blanket, it's going to be about 40 something dollars. I did get these on sale for $18.99, but still, that's not that cheap. So it's basically like $40 for this little blanket, and I'm kind of disappointed in that, but you know what, this is the softest, squishiest yarn. And I think if you're making a pillow like they show right here on the package, then it would probably be worth it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if you need one or two. I didn't read the directions. But this is beautiful yarn, and I love knitting with it, sort of, because the thing is these needles are huge, okay? And if you're like me and you're a little older, I just turned 64. Here's my birthday flowers from my daughter. So, but if you're older or you have arthritis, like I do a little bit of arthritis, and it really bothers my fingers, and I don't have nails on. I know you guys probably have never seen me without nails, but for those of you that know me, I always have nails. But I just haven't felt like doing that either. So life is changing, and I'm not as motivated to do a lot of things, even this. And I just cut off my hair. So as you've seen in my other videos, my hair has been down here, up here, and my husband likes it short, so he just snipped it off in the back where he wanted me to cut it to. And I'll show you this little clip right here of him holding my hair in his hand. So I had to end up fixing it myself because I cut my own hair. So this is what it looks like. But I love it. I think it's really fun, and my hair grows so fast, so I'm not worried if I want to have long hair again. But I think this is the season for my shorter hair. Anyway, so back to this. So what I was saying is that when you're knitting with these giant needles, it can be kind of uncomfortable on your hands. So let me show you. So this is what I have so far. This is the end. So this is one skein right here. So it's pretty big, but if you double that, it's just going to be like, it would make a great play mat for a baby or a blanket to put in their stroller, I think. But, you know, my husband, he really likes this. And he said, well, why can I have that for my feet? So I said, yes, you can have it for your feet. So I'm making it for him while we're watching TV and it gets chilly. And then he could just put it over his feet while he's playing his guitar. How do you like it?
Love it.
And all I'm doing is the garter stitch. And it's a size 17 needle that I'm using. And so those are very large. But as you can see, let's just do this. It gets kind of bulky. And again, it's just the garter stitch that I'm doing. And I really don't mind it, but sometimes just it gets hard on my fingers. So as you're knitting, you'll see that, you know, it's getting quite large, but it's never going to get as large as you want with 2 skeins because 2 skeins is barely anything. So I'm going to say if you want a blanket that looks similar to this in a bigger size, you're going to need 4 to 6 skeins of this giant yarn. Now this is a size 7. Oh yeah, size 7. So that's the extra thick blanket yarn. So if you've used this before, knitting or crocheting, just leave me a comment and let me know what you made with it, because I don't know what to make with these things because they're so huge, so expensive, and I can't imagine it being like a beanie or a scarf. It would just feel very, very bulky to me. So I think the only option for these is if you're going to make, let's say, an amigurumi toy, you know, and you want a big fluffy toy. This would be great. Or a pillow, that would be nice. And the blanket. So I love the ombre. It is so beautiful. And again, it's super soft, and this is how you're going to use it. And I want to get to the end here, and then I'm going to add the other skein. So you kind of have to do it like this because they're so big. And it gets heavy once you get all of this yarn on there for 2 skeins. And if you have a bigger one, I could just see you, you know, having it up your legs and knitting your blanket while you're staying warm. That would be kind of fun. So if you have done this before, let me know, because I would be interested to see what you made. Okay, so let me see. This is my last stitch right there. Okay, let's see how much we have. And if you don't use a circular needle and you just use the straight needle like I'm using, which I think it's about 15 inches long. I don't even know if they make these anymore. These are, I don't even know what brand. I think they might be Bernat. I'm not sure, but I think Bernat has these. And you can, if they don't have them on Amazon, which I'm sure you can get them. You can get the wood ones, you can get the plastic. I don't know if they have metal ones or not. But you can also look on Etsy and what's that other? Oh, eBay. I've never bought anything on eBay, but I know a lot of people who do. So anyway, these are the needles. Look how big they are. And then, of course, you have the yarn. So remember, I don't know if any of you have seen my other video where I have a big purple blanket, which I use, I think, the same needles. They might even be a little bigger. But I remember when I was knitting it, my husband said, "Is that a skirt?" So that's why he said that. And it's so funny. It does look like a skirt, doesn't it? So anyway, that is this. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show you how to cast on. I did a long tail cast on the first time, and it turned out way too tight at the bottom. So right here, there was no give at all. So this way that I'm going to show you gives you this nice even edge. So I don't know if I can explain it, but so if I had, say I did the regular long tail cast on, and this was the edge, this would be much smaller right here than this, because what happens is this edge is just so tight that as you're knitting, it's the bottom's here where you knitted the cast on edge. And then all of a sudden it goes up like this and starts getting wider. And at the top, when you cast off, that one's kind of a looser cast off. And then it's kind of like this. So you don't want that. So if you're going to do this pattern, you're going to have to do what's called the knit I think it's the knit on. I'm trying to think. The knit on method. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, I only leave a tail, you know, about 8 inches because you don't need much more than that because you're just going to weave that in. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that and put on your needle. Okay, now I don't have an extra needle, so I'm going to use this one so I can show you. So hopefully this doesn't confuse you. So pretend like this blanket is not hanging off of this needle, and this is just a blank needle. So all you do is you yarn over, knit a stitch, but you don't pull it off, and you just twist it around. Whoops. Twist this around under here, and it's knitted on like that. And you don't have to let go of the, whatever it's called, like that, the yarn. And then you're just going to go underneath and knit it on. And then wrap it around either hand. If you're a thrower or a continental, you can do this. And then I just put that to the back. Now if you want to take it off, after you do that, you can. So you can tighten it up like this. So there's the knitted on stitches. And then that way you don't have to guess how long the tail will be. So you just do it like that. So anyway, so once you get all of those stitches on, then they're going to be flexible enough to keep your blanket straight. And I just wanted to tell you how many stitches I have on here. 1, 2, 3, 7, 28, 29, 30. That's what I thought. So I have 30 stitches on this needle right here. So I could probably put a few more if I wanted to go wider, but if you go wider, you're going to probably need more yarn. So I think 30 stitches is a really good width, maybe even 25 would be okay. So again, this skein, giant skein, is going to double my blanket. So say it's, you know, this tall. It's going to probably be 3 feet wide by 2.5 feet wide, something like that. But it's kind of fun, and it's really cozy. Honestly, you could probably roll it up and use it as a pillow because it's that soft. So if you are a knitter like me and you like to try new things, this would be a good one for you to try. So if there's any videos that you want to see, like I said, I have a playlist. And in that playlist, they're all different, like crochet, knitting, baking, bread, you know, family, whatever. So you can look through my playlist and see if there's an old video that you want to watch, and then just comment on it and let me know that you saw it. And if you need a pattern and I'm not offering it in the video, then I don't have a pattern for it. A lot of things I just make up and then I put the pattern in the description box. So you're going to have to do a screenshot or something of it, you know, something like that when you see a pattern that I'm not offering. So, and all my patterns are free, so you don't have to pay for anything. And there's 2 patterns that I get a lot of requests for. And one is the checkerboard blanket, and that's a knitted project. And then also my color block poncho, and that is a knitted project. But I do have crocheted projects in there too, and I do have some patterns that I have written. But if you are watching the video and I say, oh, you know, email me for the pattern, then you can do that as well. Or look in the description box. And a lot of you don't know where the description box is. So you have to click under my name where I think it says Sparkly One. And then you push the little down arrow, and then it opens up the box, and it will show you exactly the pattern. Or if I have a link or something like that, it will be in that description box. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I am not saying I'm coming back, you know, often. I don't know what I'm going to do yet as far as making videos, because when I make a tutorial, it takes me, I don't know, I want to say like 100 hours by the time I get the project written and produced and the video taken and edited. It's a lot of work. So I think I have kind of like run out of energy to do that stuff, but you never know. You know, something simple like this, I don't even have to give you direction basically, because this is just back and forth knitting. But I do appreciate every one of you who comment on my videos, and I hope that everyone is doing well. And in 2024, I'm still here somewhere in the background. You know, let me know what you're interested in. We just remodeled this house that we moved into, and I completely redid the backyard. If you look in my short videos, my shorts, not in my shorts because I don't wear shorts, but if you look in my shorts videos, you will see, that's so random, you will see the progress on some of the things that I have been doing in my backyard. My backyard is like a little sanctuary. It's so wonderful. I love it. It's like a little, my neighbor calls it a wedding venue. That's what he said it looks like. And I'm totally proud of it. I think it's so cute and I love it. It's beautiful and it's peaceful. It's fun. Aren't these beautiful? These are the flowers that my daughter gave me for my birthday. They're about 5 days old right now, but they are just gorgeous. I wish they would last forever. And then over here, these are from my garden. So if you want to see any of my garden, let me know because these came out of my garden. So beautiful. Oh, and look, they match this blanket. How pretty is that? Who knew? I love it. And also, just to show you, these are so cool. So these are dahlias. And then once the petals start getting old, look at what you can do. You can just pick the petals, and then it has this like succulent type of, I don't know what that's called, calyx. I don't know what those are called. But anyway, where the petals grow out of. Look how beautiful that is. I can't even believe it. So don't throw your dahlias, you know, in the recycle until you pick them off and use them even like that. They're just beautiful. So underneath all of that is that beautiful green, yellow flower. That's what I'm calling it. So anyway, look how pretty. I love it. And anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye.